Awesome! We're in it! Welcome, guys!
And
Hello!
hey, I figured out how to get my dice on.
Oh, let's go! Everyone but me. No one's gonna be able to see my dice, but you'll be able to see me roll it in a box. Off to the side.
Well, we're not supposed to see the DM's dice, are we?
I guess not. That's true. That's true. It's a mystery. Yeah, it's good to see you guys. I'm so excited to get this campaign started. I guess if you guys watch the start of the video, then we obviously introduced all of our characters, but because that's probably getting cut out of the recording, let's all go around right now and just say our names and who we're playing as well. We'll start with oh, KT's missing. I didn't realize that.
Oh,
No, she just cast invisibility.
Oh, fair enough. All right, so let's start with Mykl.
Oh, that's me. I'm Mykl. Hello. My name is Myklantis, or Mykmantis, whatever you want to call me. I'm playing a character called Ham. Pronouns are he, him, and I'm a barbarian, which is going to be a lot of fun, hopefully for the viewers, not so much for my other party members.
All right, Jerry, you're next.
It's me. Hi. My name is JR. Pronouns are he, him. I'm a variety streamer from the south of the UK, and today I will be, and for the rest of this campaign, I will be playing Matthias, who is honestly kind of a loser. So
No, we love him.
Not straying too far from my roots. But yeah, he's a legacy character, or rather, he's the brother of a legacy character from my BG3 campaign that I played on stream, however long ago it was. Yeah, I figured it would be a good time.
Awesome. All right, Kamino. I think we lost.
Also went to the potty, probably.
Oh, that's okay. All right, KT, you're up then.
Hi everyone, my name's KT. I thought we were running the intro video.
Sorry,
that was my bad. I saw it on the stream. I was like, oh, the intro video is going. I have enough time to go potty. Anyway, I rushed over here. My name's TheDataGoblin on Twitter and Twitch. I will be playing Alira Nightstar. She is a high elf. Here we go. She is a high elf wizard. This is my child. How can I help you, sir? Okay, you do you. This is where we keep the Capri Suns, so gotcha. I get it. Very excited to play. Very excited to show you guys Alira and everything that she has to show you guys.
I'm excited too. Kamino, did you come back?
I just cast silence on Kamino.
Yeah, clearly.
It was my fault. I did make the announcement. I was like, it's potty time. Get your water. And I did not realize.
That's so fair. If we are inside in the DND campaign, if I am DMing and stuff, I may not be able to get to chat, just to warn everyone. There will be like a bot eventually that'll come up with a warning and stuff, but I might not talk to you guys all the time as much as I usually do. But there will be a mid-show break where we can chat then, and then at the end of the campaign today as well, we'll have like a Q&A session. You guys are welcome to stay for that, or if you have other things going on, don't worry about it. You can head out, but I'll be chatting with chat then, basically. But yeah, now that you're back, Kamino and Akis, you can now introduce yourself.
Oh, okay. I'm being put on the spot. That's fine.
Oh, everyone has been.
Okay.
You're not special.
Yeah. Well, I was like, oh wait, we already did introductions. Oh. Okay. But yes, I am a Nakus. I am a tiefling born about 40 years ago to two human parents named Zandra and Tomas. See, this is why I had like my thing was like 4 or 5
so
recordings.
Good. You honestly, we were just good with the name.
Okay,
but that's alright to get a little bit of backstory in case if anyone in chat had.
I wasn't here. I didn't know if you were just like, oh, I'm
not gonna lie, that sounds like a you problem.
This is already going off the rails. It's fine. That's what we're all here for.
I had roommates. I was like, KT was like, yeah, this is the perfect time to use the bathroom. And I was like, sure, get up there. Roommates in there. No!
I knew it. I knew it was my fault. I'm so sorry, Reezy. I won't be the mom anymore.
Yeah.
No,
you are
no, it's
absolutely more than
fine.
welcome to.
You were like,
Can Ham be the mom?
Yeah,
Yes.
Ham's the mom now.
Cool.
Ham's like, no bathroom breaks.
Yeah. You're dismissed when I say you're dismissed.
Shit your pants if you have to.
Okay,
oh
Mom.
god, it's middle school all over again.
Joe, are you okay?
He's already
Stop the
hand-
campaign and want to get off.
I will turn this ban around, I swear to God.
Oh my gosh. It's
I will turn this campaign around right now.
really hard to turn a train when it's already off the rails. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Choo, motherfucker.
All right, let me see here. Yes, all right. We got the map available just below me on OBS. Shoot yourself weird presentation if need be. Perfect.
I actually did not take that spell, so we do not have that.
I do.
Perfect.
I do.
Okay.
Mom's
I
always
got
prepared.
I got that.
Thing. I'm a wizard, so no wait. Am I? No, I'm a rogue.
You're not a wizard. I was like, wait a
I'm a
second.
wizard.
Yeah.
No, that's my fault. I mixed up the other campaign I'm playing today.
Is Matthias a wizard?
Oh,
Did
no.
I forget?
Yeah, Matthias is a wizard.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Double wizard.
We all
Double
forgot.
wizards. All right, so I'm sure you guys, if you guys had watched like the intro video and everything, you know that I'm obviously Reezytm today, Reezytm, as is my
Oh,
tag.
I see what you did there.
Yeah,
Amazing.
I was so smart.
Amazing.
I'm not. I'm really not. Anyways, so obviously I'll be starting something new today. The whole thing is homebrewed. If you missed the video and stuff, the intro video, we'll be playing in the world of Cria, which is entirely a homebrew. Like it's all made from scratch. How we started this is I divvied up. I basically made a map at work, and then I divvied it up, and then I was like, I sent it to these guys, and I was like, pick a place to live. I was like, you can have your country, you can name the cities in it, you can pick the religions, the creatures, anyone who lives there, and then just send it back to me, and then I'm gonna create the rest. Essentially, that has it all like flow together.
This is how you know it's fantasy, because we got to pick where we live. The prices are reasonable. You know, the healthcare's taken care of.
It is, I know. Your rent's not that bad.
No. I
You're-
mean, I'm still living with my parents, so
There's no bad guys in the world at all.
yeah,
Like, we
No,
only
of course
took
not.
care of those in session 0.
Yeah.
exactly. But yeah,
And by
so
the bad guys, you mean the bug that I was dealing with. When I'm almost glad that we didn't record the audio from session 0 in the end, because, oh boy,
yeah, that is how
I-
we ended up doing like a trailer intro video to everyone as well. Is I forgot to record my audio, so it was 7 minutes of me speaking to a camera with nothing, and I was like, that's great. So essentially we had to scrap that, and these guys amazingly, like in the last week basically, recorded themselves talking about their characters, and they really stepped up and honestly like made that video come together. It was amazing. So like props to all of you guys for stepping up and doing that, honestly. And also to JR for all the technical help, and KT and Mykl and Kamino for the comedic talent along the way.
I was going to say, what did I do?
I was going to say
I just showed up.
I'm making up for my lack of comedic talent with tech talent.
Yes.
If you want to call that talent, I mean, on my end, be my guest.
I will.
Alrighty.
I am nothing if not a positive force of energy who will make you be proud of yourself, just like your dad never did. Anyway, so
Yeah.
this is where our journey begins. To quote the ending of that trailer, it's a continent at peace. It's with stifled bonds and a history of war after war. So please welcome all of our Twitchfits who have already introduced themselves. Shout out to them for doing so. I think we'll get started if you guys are ready. I'm going to preface this start with be patient. We're going to introduce you guys essentially like one by one. And you're all going to have your own little start, basically. I'm not sure, like with how much I've written, I'm not sure how long this session 1 is going to be, as well as I have never DM'd before, especially on a public space like this. So be patient with me as well. All right, so we're gonna start with Ham. Your eyes creak open, and your head is a mess of hurt after a night of drinking. You look around an unfamiliar area, as this wasn't where you had intended to stay the night. The hay around you stinks of stale mold and piss. Next to you, a cow chews casually on cud, and you could swear it rolled its eyes at you before turning back to its morning meal. Ham, describe your character as you wipe the bleariness from your eyes.
Where the fuck am I? Is that? Yeah, that's my piss. Don't worry about that. Rough night last night. Don't already know what's going on here. Is this a... Shut it, cow! I've seen you looking at me before. I'm gonna knock you out.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
All right.
Am I in a barn or something? Like,
yes.
What is this?
So you're in a stable. So you gather yourself and you take a look around. The stable is located across a ravine away from a tavern across a bridge. You're currently in Majoran, a small city cut from the stone of Mount Madge. It's a quiet morning and everyone's going about their business. You check your pockets. You've been thoroughly robbed. So you can consider your entire inventory removed.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Can I have a look around? Is there anything that I can like use as a weapon, or?
So if you'd like, you can roll me like an intelligence or a history to kind of like remember what happened, essentially.
First roll of the campaign.
Yeah.
Well, it is a 19.
Oh wow! Dang.
Yeah.
All right.
Camera wasn't on. It was
did you say intelligence?
Yeah, intelligence or
sorry.
history, whichever
History,
one.
this one. 18.
Oh, awesome. Wait, what was your intelligence?
-1.
It's Ham. What did you expect?
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
that tracks.
So, you're brought back to the night before. Flashback, I know, right away. The tavern was bustling last night with excitement. It was the finals of a local arm wrestling competition for the entire month before fall. They do a week-by-week competition where the prize ramps up each week. In this corner, we have Iron Fists, bronze back dragonborn all the way from the city of Grocht of Benilth. He has been undefeated for every round and has become a true part of this community here during his stay for the month of fisticuffs on the ravine. In this corner, needs no introduction as he is the countrywide Throsh champion, Fire Fister of the Silver Beads from our own capital. As their hands clasp together, suddenly the front doors crash open. In falling into the middle of the table between the two men is none other than you, Ham. They're so angry at you. They're like, "Oh, what are you doing here? Who is this man who has come to disrupt our arm wrestling competition on the ravine? Sir, who are you?"
My name's Ham, and I can be both of you at the same time.
Both of us? Are you sure about that? You're positive?
At the same time.
All right, you got him.
Tied behind my back.
All right, Iron Fist, you take him first. And the Dragonborn sets up on the table and clasps your hand suddenly. We have to now roll 2 contested strength back to back. All right.
Oh, I forgot about the camera. 10.
10. So he actually rolled. Wait, what do you add to that? Because you had strength.
Ooh, strength. +3, 13.
Oh, he just beat you with a 14. So he slams your hand down and then he goes, "Ha ha, thought you could win against me. Let's go again. Best 2 out of 3, friend."
Okay.
Is that a 1?
No.
Hold on. I have an emote for this. There we go.
Oh my god, right away.
Yeah, I'm going to swap dice. That's a nat 1.
Yeah, that one is going to dice yell. That has not been your friend.
All right away. You get so like you're like, I'm gonna take this guy out. You're so drunk. You have Honestly, you're more drunk than you thought you were, is what it is. And so he slams your hand the first time, he slams it the second time, and he is like, "You're out of here." Like the bartender comes up, "You're out of here." And so a bunch of the fire fisters, he's a silverbeard dwarf, a bunch of their men come up, they surround you, and they drag you outside, basically. And then everything from there goes black. And so like that's when you woke up in the stable and stuff after they had robbed you and kicked the shit out of you.
That explains a lot.
Yeah. So
Wouldn't be the first time, it's not going to be the last.
So you come to, you're still in the stable. As you kind of look across the ravine at the tavern where you had the altercation, Paul the innkeeper walks out. You recognize him as you're a nomad. You kind of frequent this area a bit. He comes out and he waves you over to him.
Okay, so just head on over.
Yeah.
Obviously.
So
hello, where's all my stuff? I know somebody took it last night. Obviously, I've had a bit to drink. I got my head kicked in. It's all fair in love and war and arm wrestling.
Honestly,
but can I at least have my stuff?
I don't think those Silverbeards were going to give you a much of a chance anyway. They had their eye on you the second you fell on that table. I don't know what you've done to them in the past, but I know that you're in this area quite a bit. I really like you. You're a good guy. Like, you pay your tab when you can.
Yeah, mostly.
Even if I have to question sometimes where you get the money. Oh, and you know what? I did bet on you in your fisticuffs. So I did actually win a little bit off of. Oh no, he wouldn't have. Sorry, I'm gonna take that back. He won.
Retract.
Nothing. Yeah, retract that. Sorry. I have again, first time DM guy, sorry.
You're doing fine, Reezy. You're doing absolutely fine.
So he's gonna retract that a little bit. I bet some money on you. I did lose, unfortunately. So it feels like
well, they cheated.
They cheated.
Yeah, of course they did. Have you ever known me to lose before?
Would you like to roll persuasion on that?
Yes, with the different dice.
Yeah.
Hey, remember to change his camera as well.
7.
So
persuasion is +2, 9.
Oh, well, actually that's not bad. He kind of looks you over and he has a bit of sympathy, a bit of pity on you, and he's like, yeah, I know you're on a little bit of hard time, so I'll tell you what, I'll get you back on your feet. I overheard them talking, and they're going to this competition in Molochs, and one of them bet his position in the competition and lost. So I'm going to give you what he bet. And so he hands you 50 gold back. Also, I managed to score this off of them too. And he hands you back your great axe and 3 of your hand axes as well.
Oh, that's lucky. How fortuitous.
Mm-hmm.
You've always been a good one. You've always had my back.
That's right.
I owe you for this.
So it gives you a poster as well, and in big red letters, it reads, Superpower Competition of Champions, Super Squad Contest of Skill and Strength, or the SPCCSSCSS.
SPCCSSSP Mississippi.
Yeah. And also a ticket the ticket that the guy had basically squirreled away or had misbet and stuff, it pays for full flight to the competition and everything as well. He also hands that to you. He takes a deep breath after reading the competition flyer title and goes, personally, I think it's too many words, but one of the cronies lost his place and I think you should take it. I think you'd be a good fit for this contest.
I think I would be as well, and I promise you I will not let you down. When I win that entire tournament, I will pay you back double everything that you've given me here today.
He predator handshakes you. He grasps your hand and he's like, good man. Yeah,
Ham,
thank you.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, Ham, you son of a bitch. All right, so you leave on the airship the next morning after a night of drinking with Paul, and basically hanging out together, and you're all packed up for the morning. You get on the airship and you head off to Molochs. So now we're going to cut over to Matthias.
Hi. Oh God, I don't want to be here.
The salt of the air hits your face as your little John boat skids across the water with the force of magic infused propeller attached to the back. Your haul today hasn't been very good, and you're mulling over how to tell your dad when you get home. Like the waves of the sea, your mind crashes back to that morning. You woke up to murmurings downstairs, loud coughing cutting in and out. You rolled out of bed and padded your way towards the source. Your mom and dad standing in the kitchen, your dad fully kitted out in his fishing gear. He's got that hat with lures, his silvering dirty blonde hair, I have fisting on the fucking
we've
brain
gone back
after
to
Fire
ham.
Fister. Yeah. Anyways, a fishing vest, one of the ones with like 20 pockets, and a tackle box and a fishing pole in the other, and his dark brown eyes narrowing at you as you stand in the doorway. Would you like to describe yourself as you stand in this kitchen?
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. He's also kitted out in he's got like the sort of journeyman's or like apprentice fishing gear. So like he's got the same vest as his dad, but it doesn't have nearly as many pockets. And he's got trousers. It's almost like cargo pants, but it's very patchwork.
Yes.
Right, it's been mended. It's clearly a hand-me-down.
Yeah.
And his shirt is full of holes. They haven't had the time or the money to really repair any of it. Like he looks like he has been kitted out in his older brother's gear since he was 2.
Oh yeah, I know that life.
Yeah, and like everything's been darned and falling apart, but it's all kind of loose on him because Jeff actually had some bolt to him at one point, and he's very gangly. Yeah, so it's all like loose on him, so it looks like he is dressed in his big brother's gear as well.
He's just swimming in it.
He's swimming in it, but it's the only like he's tied bits together with fishing line.
Oh, okay, it's gotten that serious.
Yeah, well, it's just so that it will actually kind of stay on him rather than just like sloughing off of him. But it's the only kit he's got. He stinks of fish.
Yes.
As is his wont. He doesn't, like I say, he doesn't really have any other clothes, so he sleeps in this. So, he's going to be stinking of fish.
Fair enough. He does come from the fishing village in Lathe, so honestly, I feel like most of your neighbors, like you're all nose blind to it now. If you were like a new tourist and you walked up to Matthias,
you would be punched in the face by the smell of cod.
Yes. Just absolutely bombarded.
I was like, oh my God.
So as you stand in the kitchen door, your dad narrows his eyes at you and your mom goes, "Please, sweetie, please. I don't want you to go out. You're so sick." And she's talking to your father. "You're so sick. And I'm just worried something's going to happen. You're going to cough too much. You're going to fall over the boat. No one's going to be able to go out there and help you." And he's like, "I don't care. I'm the only one in this family who has managed to fish and make a living out of it. And I need to go out there." But, and then he kind of eyes over to you, Matthias, and he goes, "Listen, your mom's got a point. I feel terrible. My head's pounding. I've had this cold for days, but if you go out fishing for me, I will pay you half the money you bring in. Don't act like I'm asking for a favor here, okay? I'm paying you, and I've never asked you for a favor, Matthias, and I'm not about to start." Oh,
and internally, Matthias is like, Matthias is like, he's paying me? He's paying me? Oh my God, that's never happened before.
If only your brother was here. That's the only reason I'm asking.
Yeah.
Your mom kind of goes, okay, that's awesome. Okay, sweetie, go to bed. And then she kind of like shuffles your dad off to the couch in the living room, and she like takes the pole and the fishing tackle off of him, and she like hands it to you, shoves it in your hands, and she's like, please, Matthias, go and quickly, because he might change his mind at any point.
Okay, I'll go. Where did he leave the boat?
Down at the dock, fishing port 27. You know the usual place, sweetie.
Flips the magical keys to him.
Yeah, exactly. So now here you are on the boat. You're seconds away from docking. You see Ralph, your neighbor, who's also a dockhand. He's like readying the rope to secure you and get you back to spot 27 there. Yeah, he's hey, buddy. Well, welcome back. How was the haul today?
And Matthias just holds up a singular, like it's the smallest thing you ever
saddest
did see.
Fish.
Yeah, saddest. It's like this would not feed a cat at this point.
Oh God.
Like, it's just like a minnow, but it's still the best haul that he's ever managed to bring back.
And Ralph like picks up on that because he's more friendly to you than your family has ever been, you know? He's just like that kind of guy. That's
not a high bar.
Yeah, no, right? But to you, it's like, wow, he's like so nice. So he's like, wow, buddy, that's bigger than I've ever seen you get before. That's insane. What a good haul. And he like pads you on like the shoulder or whatever.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I tried my best. I almost caught a big one, but I kind of got dragged in the water, and I had to. I almost got carried away, but I managed to grab onto the boat, and
then what'd you do?
I climbed back on. Yeah, that's it.
Oh my God!
I climbed back on.
Matthias, that's like an adventure. That's like you
I know, right?
had a whole adventure.
I know.
Crazy. And just two guys like nerding out on the dock, just
yep.
This absolute just simple thing that happened basically, and they're just like,
it's the most exciting thing that has happened to either of them in either of their lives.
Yeah, because in life, like nothing really happens, so they are like over the moon excited.
Mm-hmm. So they're like bouncing up and down like school kids.
Yeah. So you're fully docked now. You start to head home. You're starting to feel like this gnawing, biting emotion, like annoyed emotion in the back of your head as you start to trek home. So I'm going to get you to actually roll a luck check to see how many fish you brought in outside of just the little.
Sure. How do you want me to roll that?
Just a flat D20. Above 10 is lucky. Under 10 is unlucky.
Well then.
What is that? Oh no! So yeah, so the one fish you got...
that is the only one that I got.
You go to pull it back out and you notice that it's like a cat has come by while you were nerding out and has taken a big chunk out of this tiny ass little fish that you have caught. Just like it is even smaller.
This is perfect. I told you, Matthias is a loser.
Yeah. So it's a lot smaller than you thought it was gonna be. So you roll up into the house.
I'm gonna be so impressed when I get.
Oh no. You roll up in the house, your dad is like sitting on the edge of the couch, like, you know, he's doing that sick thing, but he's like waiting for you to come home. So he like looks at you as you come in and he's just like, so what'd you bring home, son? Of course you did. You know, I think you're done going out on the boat.
I'm sorry, Dad. I tried my best, honestly.
Yeah, so your dad basically just lays into you. He's like, that is the worst fish I've ever seen you bring home. So much smaller than your regular catches. I can't believe you even thought to come home. What, like you thought, I don't know what you thought. I wish your brother was here. We would be eating for weeks, months. We would have enough fish to fill our living room if he were here. And I got stuck with you.
But Dad, I almost died. I fell in the ocean.
That honestly, I wish you stayed there. Yeah.
Yeah,
So your
yeah.
mom rushes in now, and she goes, "Sweetie, you don't mean, honey, no." And she, "Go back to bed. You're just sick. You're just not feeling well. Go back to bed." And then she kind of like pulls you aside, into the kitchen, and you can see, like, so your mom, she has these beautiful dark thick curls. They bounce up to her chin. They're half tied up in her beige hair tie, that you actually made her while you were in grade school. It's like falling apart though, of course.
It's adorable.
Yeah, right? She's wearing her prettiest, like, purple cardigan over the soft orange blouse. But even though it's, like, the prettiest one she owns, you can see moth holes and dirt stains from, like, the years of use and not being able to, like, replace it and stuff. So you're reminded, again, even though your brother, like, is a super successful adventurer, you lately feel like he's kind of forgotten what matters, which is that he hasn't checked in a while. Your dad's going on about how your living room could be full of fish, but he's not there.
Yeah, he's just kind of fucked off, right?
Yeah. How did talking with you, I mean, maybe I shouldn't ask, actually. She, like, stops herself, and she pulls you in for, like, a stiff hug. Before letting you go, she reaches into her pocket and she pulls out an envelope. "It came in the mail today. I didn't want to bring it up to your dad because I know he's gonna want to enroll since your brother is away, since, I know how he feels about you. But it's a tournament. It's in the Orc Kingdom. It's in Molox. It pays for the travel, and, again, he's so sick, and
he takes the envelope in, like, shaking hands, opens it up, and it's barely legible.
yeah.
Right? It's scrawled on because it's been sent to, like, the shittiest place in all of Layth. Like,
Yeah,
this
it's been, like,
backwater.
stepped on. It's muddy. It's kind of, like, torn.
But you can see the same thing that Ham saw, which is this invite, and he just looks up, and he looks at his mom, and looks past his mom to this black cat that's sitting on the windowsill, and he looks back at this thing, and he goes, "I can really make Dad proud."
Sweetie, I know you can make Dad proud. I know you can. And I know that this is really, really selfish of me to ask you of this, Matthias. You do an average amount for us, an average amount of the time. But this feels like more than average.
Well, you know what? Maybe it's time for me to be more than average. Just for this once.
Yes, you've got this, sweetie. I believe in you. And with that, you kind of go to bed that night feeling like
squishes off to his room because he's still, like, soaked from the sea, soaked from the ocean, like, he's dripping. He's got a little bit of seaweed in his hair. Because that honestly, that's more impressive than the fish that he's managed to catch today. And he squishes off the bed.
Exactly. And then you go to bed that night, weirdly feeling warmer on the inside. Even though you're so cold from falling into the ocean, you feel warm on the inside more than you have, like, in a long time. Just probably because of your mom.
Yeah.
So in the morning, your dad, he walks up to you as you're leaving, and he goes, "Well, I never say thank you, Matthias, as you never really do anything that warrants a thank you."
Sorry, I lost track there for a sec. That's on me.
What? Were you saying something?
No, Dad. And quickly hides the envelope. Doesn't want his dad to know that that's what he's going to do, because he knows that he's had 18 years of interactions with this man. He knows that he won't get encouragement from his dad, and after the encouragement from his mom, he doesn't want that little spark of hope and self-esteem for the first time to be blown out.
Roll me a sleight of hand versus his perception.
Okie dokie. That is a 15 minus 1. That is a 14.
You just passed. He got a 13. So you just, as he's like, look, you're just like, whoosh, like behind your back. And so he like misses it. So he's like, "Your mom tells me you're gonna go see some friends down up north.
Yeah, me and Ralph we're going to we're going to this shepherding college. We figured that,
Shepherding.
I mean, fishing hasn't quite worked out for me, so
Fishing is all we got, son. It's all Lath has got. It's all It's fine. Herding sounds perfect for you. You see her mom has like put her hand on his shoulder, so he stops himself and he's just,
Yep.
herding is wonderful for you.
Get a different kind of stink on him and get sheep on him.
Yeah. So you pack your things and you head to the port where the passenger ship waits to take you away. Your mother makes you your favorite anchovy butter tart with the most average amount of anchovy and the most average amount of butter. And she sniffles as you skid away into the moor. Would you like to very quickly just roll me a perception check?
You got it. Nope. That is a 7.
That's the exact amount you needed.
Oh, fantastic.
So you do happen to clock that your mom has packed you a brand new sweater lined with this beautiful silver weave through it.
And as the ship is setting off, the cat that was sitting on the windowsill earlier imperceptibly hops onto the boat.
Oh, yes, of course. So the cat goes with you as well.
Yep.
All right. Now we're going to go to Anakis. Anakis, are you there, my friend?
I realized I was muted.
Oh, fair enough. Hey, I thank you. All right. So, an autumn leaf slowly careens down and lands on a table outside of Charity's Cafe in Rothamillion, the capital city of Sananir. You set your coffee down subtly, the glass clinking ever so softly against the plate beneath. Your eyes are set on a newspaper in your lap, but are they really? Through tinted glasses, you peep over the words at one man across the street, Alfred von Ferd, a particularly dapper man in a fitted elven embroidered suit. What makes him stand above the crowd is a trilby he wears with a bright purple feather stuck out the top of it. You notice him move and stand, and as he does, you move at the same time. Describe yourself as you pay for your drink.
Oh God. Out of character here. Did not think this far ahead. Did not think you were going with cliche.
I am all about the cliche, my friend.
Oh, it's beautiful. I'm just like, oh crap.
It's like an opening of the storybook when you're watching Shrek.
Like that's ever gonna happen.
We're gonna do a Shrek one-off. Sorry, guys. This is how you find out.
Okay. Anakis quickly just throws the gold with an extra tip down on the table and zigzags slightly through the crowd to avoid being seen to follow him. Not saying a word to anybody, not the wait staff or the people that she is making sure not to run into or hit to make sure she's not drawing attention to herself.
Yeah, she's good at what she does. The night before, you received an urgent telegram to follow him, Alfred. A simplified schedule along with a gold sum at the bottom to be paid for the information after your recon report is sent off at a dead drop. As is custom, you burn the telegram right after receiving it. And additionally, you can add Morse code to your list of understood languages.
Woohoo!
So this is like the usual business you conduct. This came from like one of your prime sources. So you know this is good shit, basically. As you move out from, as Alfred moves out from the shop that you've been watching for the better part of the morning, your line of sight disappears as a group of enthusiastic holiday shoppers rush by, getting last-minute gifts for the Feast Eve's event that is happening in a few weeks. Roll me a perception check to see if you can figure out where he's gone.
13.
13, perfect. So you see that he appears at a corner checking his watch before heading down the main street towards the monastery at the end of the block. So I'm going to give you two choices here. You can either follow him on the upper streets You'll catch up quickly, but you may lose him in the crowd easier. Or you can choose the low streets where you won't lose him as easily, but you'll catch up slower.
I am a woman of patience.
So you're gonna pick the low streets?
Absolutely.
Low streets, perfect. So we're gonna play a little mini game that I've set up.
No!
Oh yeah. So what you're going to do is right now you're gonna roll initiative against him. We're gonna see who goes first. I need a pen to write this down. What did you get?
11.
11? Awesome. Okay. So he rolled a 17, so he's going to go before you, which does work out since you're following him. You'll want to stay, I'll tell you this right off the hop, you'll want to stay 15 feet back. I will update you on how close you are getting to him. And so your movement speed is how much again?
Basic, 30.
30, perfect. His movement speed is also 30, but he's not in a rush. He doesn't know you're behind him. So he's going to roll a d10, which I believe this one is. He's going to roll a d10, and I'm going to times it by 3 and round up. So every single turn, basically, he'll move like a portion of his 30 feet of movement, or 30 feet if he rolls well. So because he goes first, okay, for his first action, I'm actually going to let him move his full 30. So up to you. How close would you like to follow him? You also, and at the start of your turn, you have to roll a perception roll to start to make sure you're still keeping on him. But because you chose the low streets where you can, see him easier, you get a +5 to your perception additionally.
Heck yeah! And that +5 is going to come right in handy right off the bat. Okay, because I've got 15 afterwards.
Perfect. Yep, that's awesome. So you cleared that. You still have an eye on him. How close would you like to move?
I guess I'll...
If you stay 15 feet back, he won't roll perception to see if he can see you.
How far back am I?
Right now, you're a full 30 back.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll I'll keep the same pace as him for this one and go full 30.
You're going to go full 30? So he's going to roll perception to see if he can see you. He does get advantage because you're so close. Up to you if you want to change that now.
It's too late. I've already said it.
He rolled a nat 20.
Well, I guess you see, fuck.
You're
What
such
are
a
these
good
dice?
spy. You're such a good spy. The other thing he rolled was a 13, so that wouldn't have passed, but with the advantage because you got so close. All right, so he clocks you immediately. So he's going to use this turn to use his full dash action and move 60 feet. Additionally, with that... got lucky there. All right. How close would you like to move?
When you said he moved 30 feet, I thought I would still be 30 feet behind.
No. Like, he's up 30 feet, and then you got next to him, and we're like a spy. And he just kind of turned around and went, hi.
Oops, what the fuck?
As you're following, you're so professional. Anyway.
Heck yeah. Well, he's 60 feet ahead now,
Yep.
I guess. So 30 feet, I will
So
try to go, but...
this whole, area is 80 feet to the monastery as well, so that's where you're both heading. All right, so you want to use do you want to use your full dash action and catch up?
I don't think I want to smack into him again.
Do you want to try and lose him, try and use a stealth check to go back into, so where he doesn't see you?
Yes.
Okay, roll me a stealth check.
What is stealth?
You did good.
+6 on stealth, so 21.
Perfect. He rolled a 6 on his perception to see you.
Yeah.
So you're good.
Woo!
So he thinks he clocks you. He dashes forward thinking someone's on his tail, and then he looks around. You're back in the crowd. He's like, maybe that was all in my head. Okay. And he continues walking, essentially. So you're still 60 feet back right now. How close would you like to move?
I will try to go full 30 this time. I'm not gonna dash.
Fair enough. All right, so you are, yes, you're kind of 30 feet behind him. All right. Okay. And for him, oh my gosh, where'd my D10 go? He's gonna move. Oh my god, he moved 3 feet this round. I literally rolled a 1 on the D10. All right, so, but rounded up, that's 5. So he's at 65 feet to the monastery. You are at 50 feet to the monastery. I don't think I did the math right, but it's fine. So you're exactly 15 feet behind him. So you can stay there, or you can move closer.
I think I'll stay there.
Okay. Suddenly, from behind you, a black bag gets thrown over your head, and you are taken away from your target.
What the frick?
So if you didn't know what I was rolling there in the background, there were guards behind you. So if you had rolled a perception check, you would have clocked them.
Bruh.
All right, you stare at the noble, charting his movements and planning his next turn, when a black bag is thrown over your head and the drawstring quickly pulled so you can't shout, and you're taken down to the sewers beneath the town. There, standing before you, is the mayor of Rothamillion, Cecily Cooper, and she's got guards just full up, basically, all around you. You're in this dank sewer, just like this open space, essentially. There's sewage flowing on either side, but they're all surrounding you, and you are like kicked to the ground, knees in front of her. She narrows her golden eyes at you, and I scrolled up, sorry. She narrows her golden green eyes at you as the guards file in behind, and her blonde hair is cut into one of those like Karen bobs that you love so much. She laughs as if she knows no matter what you're about to say, she's right about it, and her nose seems to cut to a point as she raises it above you. I suppose you're wondering why I'm here. Yes, I found your informant. I know the person you've been dealing with here in the city. Normally, you're always 2 steps ahead, but this time I've got you. Anything you would like to say to Cecily?
What, did you want to speak to my manager?
I believe I have spoken to your manager. Your manager is, well, you won't be. I feel like you've been permanently taken off their employment list, and they're probably no longer functioning as a business. She nods like at your because you're so frustrated. You're obviously surrounded and everything. So she just kind of like nods, very pleased with herself with like what she's done. Sorry, I keep bumping my mic. And so now she points to you and she offers you a choice. You can fight for this country you so desperately despise, or you can die in the country you so desperately despise. The true choice is truly yours, and in one of her outstretched hands, she has an invitation to the Moloch's tournament. There's a tournament going on in Moloch's, and they want us to send our best. Unfortunately for us, as it turns out, you're kind of our best, judging by how many officials you've killed in your time of employment. But that ends now, doesn't it?
Does it? Are my hands still tied?
Oh yeah, they're you're tied, you're bound, you're like on your knees. Yeah, there's a guy with a giant executioner's axe next to you.
How am I supposed to take an envelope when I can't use my hands?
She shoves it in his mouth.
Yeah, pretty much.
Son of a...
And the envelope.
She shakes her head and she goes, "We'll make sure that you get on that ship, and don't worry, your guards will ensure that you have your invitation as well. Once you're in Moloch's, you're free to go. And we won't leave you with guards, but you won't be permitted back into this country unless you come home a winner."
Annika sighs, and she just, as she realizes, sure, she could fight, but it's right now. It's not going to do much good, though.
Mm-hmm.
even if she gets away.
Mm-hmm.
And so she bites down on the envelope and is like, and spits it to the side, and she's like, I'll do your tournament. I'll be back, whether I'm a winner or not, though.
We'll see about that. And with that, the guard next to you just butts you in the side of the head with his executioner's axe, and it goes black. The next thing you know, you're packed up and escorted onto an airship heading to the capital of Molox. Alira, it's your turn.
I was like, process of elimination.
Yeah. Songbirds flittering are about outside of your bedroom window wake you up. The soft smell of autumn wafts through your room, along with the breakfast the servants have cooked up and brought to you. As you pick yourself up off your bed, the books go flying to the ground. Another late night of studying until your eyes gave up out of pure exhaustion. Describe yourself and let me know if you finish your breakfast.
Absolutely. So, even though Alira's been up all night studying, she still wakes up absolutely perfect and like put together, and like her hair is very like nice and neat, and her like silk pajamas are like well organized, and like, you know, like there's not a single thing astray.
Mm-hmm.
She like gets up and she very elegantly stretches out, and she's, you know, bids good morning to the servants who have been in her life. She's known them for forever, but and she does know their names out of courtesy, out of like politeness, but she does not really know a single other thing about them. Good morning. And she'll sit down and she'll enjoy her very like extravagant breakfast. She has like a soft-boiled egg and like a gold little bowl,
Yes.
and very nice like out of season fruit that you can only get
Yeah.
if you like know somebody well.
Yep.
And she very you know, gracefully picks at her breakfast. She probably doesn't finish it all, because as she is eating, she goes, okay, what's on the agenda today? What are we doing today? Last night I did, you know, fire magic. We were reviewing that. I think I'm good on that. Today, maybe we think, and she's, you know, just like trying to come up with her game plan for the day.
She's got her agenda out. She's
Yeah,
like,
she has her
doing that
planner.
day planner, right? Like with all the stickers.
She doesn't write it herself though. She has like an unseen servant who writes it for her.
Yes,
She's like,
of course.
auditoring for it.
All right. So after you get yourself situated for the morning, finish your breakfast, you head downstairs. Your bedroom is situated in one of those classic like tower on the western side of the castle. It's perfect for you because you have many late night study sessions, so you'd rather look out onto the setting sun than getting woken up by it. As you head downstairs, you do see Thrin, who is the head elven handmaid. You do actually know her, like you two kind of like grew up together for the most part. So if you don't know any of the other servants, she's the one you know the best, because and she's also the head servant. So yeah. So she's serving your father and mother at the dining table, blah, blah. In the large foyer. They barely register your presence as they are deep in a conversation with a letter between them. Your father is tall, he's broad-shouldered, he sits with his back straight to your mother, his hands clasped in his lap, like so, like they're in a business meeting. Like it doesn't look like these two are like wed. It looks like they're in a business meeting. His hair is slicked back with this mugwort peppermint fey oils that your mom bought him for his birthday. And your mom across from him is this beautiful woman with her hair down to her back and like thick waves of gold and her high cheekbones with her pert red lips, just talking to your dad. So did you want to just like walk up?
Yeah, I'll like enter the room and I'll like stand at the door and wait for them to like announce me, like recognize me, so that I can then take my place at the table. So I'll kind of cough and like in a little bit of like a disrespectful way, I'll refer to them by like their titles, Lord, Lady.
Yes.
Good evening. Good morning.
So as you walk in and like, yeah, and like Your father very lazily but brazenly, he like grabs the letter and like puts it in his front pocket, and he like side eyes you a little bit, and he goes, "Hello, sunshine.
Hello, Father. Good morning.
Good morning."
Can I make a perception check to see? I saw like for sure that he
Yes.
hid something away.
Yep.
Or I rolled a perception check.
Yeah. Roll a perception
Okay.
check.
Okay. Hold on. I also have. I'm not as fancy as JR, but I also do have my dice stuff.
You're calling my stuff fancy?
You have like a fancy setup. Okay, perfect. Perception is a +3.
Whee.
That did roll off, but we rolled an 8, so 11.
8. So, yeah, you do clock that he like put something in his coat. You don't know what it was, but you just saw his hand quickly like swipe it and put it in.
Okay. I'll sit down and I'll say, okay, last night I was studying. I have been working very, very hard, as you know, to manage all of my spells, to learn everything that I can.
Sweetie, you're
and so,
star of our life, yes.
Do I think I could cast Mage Hand to try to take it out of his...
You can roll sleight of hand on Mage Hand.
Okay. I don't think I get any benefit of using Mage Hand, except like that it's not me. Let me see.
Yeah, it's like you don't have to move to do it.
Right, I don't have like advantage.
It's like just like you showing off.
Yeah.
He rolled a 2 on perceiving if you even cast Mage Hand, so I think you're good.
11.
11. Yeah, I'll say that you could quickly grab, but he is gonna like notice once it's out of his person. So he like, yeah. So as like the letter comes and floats to you, he's like, sweetie, you know, you could have just asked. You just ask Daddy about things.
Sometimes you guys don't treat me like equals, and so I was worried that maybe I say something and you...
How could you say that? You are worse mage than your father, maybe, but that doesn't mean you're lesser. You are the Night Star bloodline, you know. It's just, you're just not quite your father, is all.
Yes, I know, Father. I'm sorry. I apologize. And I'll like start reading the note.
Yeah. So your father like tells you as well, it's an invitation from the King of Molochs. Our country can send one of 4 champions from our country to compete in a tournament-like challenge. It's a chance for us to mend ties with them.
Compete and not like watch?
Yeah.
I feel like we're more watchers. We're more sit in the high parts and turn our noses up and look down upon them. Or
normally, sweetie, I would agree with you, but this time they want champions, and I've already heard that my brother also received an invitation, so you know Daddy has to show up.
So you're competing then?
Yes.
I could compete as the Night Stars. I study a lot.
You think you can compete? Oh, sweetie, you're so cute.
Look, I can do this, and I light a candle with firebolt. I go, look, I did that. I could do that at the competition, right?
And then you watch your father like wave his hand. He casts create water, puts it out, and he goes, "Yes, I see you and your little firebolt. Of course, yes." Roll me a persuasion check to see if they'll let you go.
Oh, it's still in my little thing. I'm like, where is my D20?
What is it with people and their parents in this campaign? Jesus Christ.
All I want is for my parents to love me. What, you said persuasion?
Yeah.
I think that ship has sailed.
I mean, your mom is great.
6.
I guess.
6. Okay, so so your father rolls his eyes. Honey, please don't take this the wrong way, but there's no way I'd let you go. You're simply not there. Insinuating you have like a lot of studying to do.
Father, I promise I study every day. I work very hard. I read all the books. I've read almost every book in our library. I mean, I spend countless hours. I don't even know what the sun looks like anymore.
I mean, I have noticed your pallid skin getting even more ghost-like. You are right about that. And your split ends have been getting a little unruly. Yeah. And then your mother pipes up, sweetie, you think you could be a champion over your dad? Oh my gosh, that's so cute. You know what? Let's put this to the test. And then she just she very playfully starts calling you guys outside, basically. She brings you to the massive front lawn, and your mom motions for Thrin as well to follow them out. And Thrin and your mother have set up a list of things you can do to fight your dad, essentially. They're like little mini games. So roll me a d6. You're going to do it twice, and you're going to do 2 different, mini games with your dad.
Absolutely. Can you give me 2 seconds? Because my child needs something, and then I will be back and I will re-roll that d6 for you.
Absolutely.
Literally 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
Yes.
All right, well, let's vamp and chat with chat, I guess.
Yeah. How's it going, chat?
Hey, chat.
Since we have
Who's enjoying it so far?
Yeah.
Not Matthias.
Not Matthias.
We've had 2 nat 1s so far.
Poor boy.
Crushing it.
We've also had a rogue that just runs up and stands next to the target.
I
This
don't
one
know
is the
what you're
D6,
talking
right?
about.
Yeah,
No,
just
this
regular
is D8.
dice.
Oh no, this is d6. Okay. Period.
All right.
I know what dice are.
Yeah.
Dice are for eating.
Yes. Crunchy,
I rolled a
crunchy.
6.
Perfect. So that's the tightrope. So you watch as Thrin pulls out a scroll from her back pocket, casting a thorn whip across 2 old cedars in your backyard. So you and your dad now have to do contested either athletics or acrobatics against him. To walk
Athletics
across.
or acrobatics?
Yes.
I imagine that we're both bad at this, so
He's not terrible.
I'll roll an acrobatics. Jesus, that's a 6.
Yeah,
So,
he got a
7.
10. So
Yeah.
it goes, so the first contest goes to him. So roll me another d6. If you guys get 1 versus 1, we'll do a third one.
4.
4 is find the needle in the haystack. So you watch as Thrin conjures a needle in her hand and hucks it into a hay bale near you guys, just out by the stables. So I don't know if you have a spell or something, but you
Magical
have to.
magnets.
Yeah, right.
I have identify, but I don't think identify works that way. Can I use?
Or what's the other thing?
I was gonna say, can I use my mage hand to help me?
Yeah, so yes, okay. You can allow your mage hand to provide you a help action. I would also allow that since you have identify, and you have seen the object in question already as it was conjured in front of you, I'll let you roll an arcana roll to kind of surgeon figure out where it is, you know?
Okay, so mage hand and the arcana roll?
Yeah, so because mage hand's
So I
providing you
get
a help.
advantage?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, hold on, wait. Let me pull up my pink die.
Oh, let's go.
This is, I actually have 2 of. Okay, 7 plus 7, 14.
14, yes. So you find it just before your dad. Actually, let me double check. Yeah, you 100% find it just before your dad. He rolled a 7. So you get in there with your mage hand, you're searching, and then ping, you get it just in between your 2 fingers, and you hold it up, and then they're like, ding, ding, ding. She gets the second one. So now roll me
I go,
a
yeah. And then I go, wait, no, I'm sorry. I pull it together. I'm like, I'm a lady.
Yeah. All right, roll me a third d6 for the last mini game. 5. So that is the ice knife throw. So roll initiative
that.
against your dad to figure out. Yeah, if you didn't, then Thrin was gonna just give you a scroll of ice knife to use.
That's 19.
You go before him. He rolled a 12. So
Bitch.
first, what you'll do is you'll roll an attack roll to determine just how
Okay.
much of it goes through the target, and then you'll roll an Arcana check for me for where it lands.
Okay, wait. On my attack roll, I haven't played a spellcaster in so long. On my attack roll, I add what to it?
The hit thing. You'll add a +5.
A +5. Okay. I rolled 16 plus 5 is 11.
Okay, so you did heckin' really good.
I see it.
Yeah. So now roll me an Arcana check to see like which ring it lands on.
That is 12.
12?
Yeah.
So 12, you hit the yellow ring. You hit the yellow ring, but you hit it like really well. Like your ice knife basically goes through the target almost. Your dad rolled a 16 on hitting it and a nat 1 on where it landed. So he's like belligerent. He's surprised you even got one up on him, to be honest. He's like, he wasn't expecting that. And so it's like thrown him off so bad. He's like, watch this. And then hucks it in through a glass window through the kitchen. And you hear several servants.
Can I suggest a modification to that slightly?
Yeah.
So it hits the yellow ring, but it's like one of those axe throws, like where you do axe throwing and the axe pings off. So the knife like spins, hits the yellow thing, but it doesn't stick. It pings off and through the window.
Yeah, pretty much. So you watch him just spiral basically. So you win. Your mom and your dad are like, "Are you kidding me?" So begrudgingly, your mom walks up to you with the ticket and she hands it to you and she goes, I guess it was meant to be. You did win. I guess you'll have to just represent the family in these games, and I guess we'll just have to hope you'll do really well. And she's like blinking a lot. She's like so mad, but like she's, you know, prim and prompt, so she's just like, it's fine.
Alira's
You can
like
see the steam
smiling.
like rising from her head.
Yeah.
She's like super excited. She's trying to like contain it, and she's like curtsying. She's like, "Don't worry about it, Mom and Dad. I'm gonna be so awesome. I'm gonna win because I study, because I do all my studies. Is I'm a very good young wizard, and I study all the time. And I'll bring all my books with me, as many as I can pack. Obviously, I can't bring the whole library because that would be a little bit ridiculous. But maybe I can find a scroll of teleport so I can go back and forth." And be able to
Yes,
continue my
sweetie,
studies as best
yes.
as I can.
Your dad's
I'm
like
gonna do
pissed
great.
cutting you off. He's like, yes, sweetie, of course. You'll grab the whole, yes, you'll do what, it's fine. I have to go inside now. And he like borderline speed walks to his study. He's just like, I'm out of here. And your mom just like, she like looks to you, looks to him, and then runs after him. And Thrin, who's still in the yard, who like put all this stuff together, she smiles. She's really excited for you. She's like, because she does not like your parents, obviously. So she's like, you did it! You did it! You crushed him! You did that ice knife? Oh my god, that thing went through the target. That was crazy. And then oh my gosh, you're so balanced. And so she's like super hyped for you.
Alira's gonna be like, yeah, okay, yeah, we're all excited. It's fine. And she's gonna go right back to her room.
So you guys like, after all like the celebration and stuff, she helps you get like packed up and stuff and everything. Like you guys are knittering on about like going to Molochs and seeing a new country because you've never been. So because you've just always been studying, you've seen Molochs in your books and history books and stuff, but you've never been. So you're just like, oh my gosh, I get to go, and like I get to see all like the red sand and stuff. It's gonna be so cool, and we get to see orcs for the first time. Yeah, so you're super pumped. So the next morning, Thrin calls a carriage around for you to get into. Your mom and dad are just like sat on top, like up on the platform by the doors of the front house, and they're just kind of like waving lazily at you from there. They're like not huggy people. They're not gonna come down and hug you and see you off. They're just like, yes, you won. Have fun in Molochs.
In my carriage, I'm like, they looked at me. You saw that? They looked at me.
And Thrin's like, yeah, they're still looking.
Oh my gosh. Okay, but don't look at them for too long, Bryn.
Alira's just a massive dork, isn't she?
Yeah, she's
like a huge dork, and like Thrin, I feel like wants to be her friend. Like Thrin perceives them as friendship, but Alira's like so focused on her parents' affection and studying that she's like,
And
okay,
also
yeah.
outward appearance of
Yeah,
of
she
nobility, right?
only the best stuff that she has. She like has not fully come to terms with the fact that she's going to a place with like orcs and like sand and stuff like that. She packed her best shoes, her nicest robes. They're gonna
Oh
get
yeah, this is just a
disgusting.
ball for her, right?
Yes.
Yeah, this is a social event.
Yeah, she's like,
Pretty
yeah,
much.
no, it's gonna be fine. I'm gonna cast Ask Knife. Nobody's gonna be able to beat me because I study so hard. None of them study as good as me. So
she's got this down. She has an
Yeah.
agenda and a day planner.
my mage is like next to me, like like writing down. I'm like, okay, we're gonna need to this. We have all the books are in there. You promise, right?
Yeah. So Thrin like comes up to you. She's like, I want you to be careful, okay? Oh, and I'm really gonna miss you. I'm really gonna miss you. I'm gonna miss seeing you around the tower. You were like the light of every day because you were the only one to really greet us or acknowledge us as people, to be honest. And that was just really nice of you. So she pulls a necklace from her pocket and she presses it into your hand. It's my mom's, but I want you to keep it while you're fighting for our country. And yeah, so she presses that into your hand.
Alira's gonna look at it, and it's like obviously not as nice as anything else that Alira owns. And she goes, "Thank you so much." And she suddenly like remembers her matter. She goes, "Oh my gosh, what a lovely gift! Thank you so much." And Thrin like knows that it's also not as nice as anything Alira owes. And she goes, "I am certainly gonna keep this.
Yeah.
Definitely. Why don't because we're still here. Why don't you put this in my bag for me? And I promise I will absolutely 100% keep this and I think it will match you. I'm sure that you've ensured that this matches one of the outfits that I already have planned as well. So I'm sure that you've felt this was so kind and thoughtful. Thank you so much. And I promise it will go with one of the several outfits that I have here. And maybe it matches some of my other jewelry, and that would be perfect too, because then we would have like a set going. It's gonna be one. Thank you. This was so kind, Thrin. Thank you so much.
No problem. My mom always said that she was giving it to the person that she wanted to protect most, and I guess that's what I'm doing now. And go win that tournament for us. And then she whacks the carriage and it sends off. And
is Thrin flirting with me?
And you're just like, this dirty ass necklace. What is
like,
this?
oh my god, why would you even think of this?
So it's, just to describe it, it's a beautiful gold necklace with like a shimmering blue kind of hue to it as well.
I do wear blue, I guess.
Yeah.
That was adorable.
And then now we're gonna have our intermission/break. That's what I have written here. That's what we're gonna do. So if you guys wanted to run to the bathroom, or if anyone listening wanted to run to the bathroom or get snacks and stuff, we're gonna take a quick break here and allow you to do that. And when we come back, all of our players will be in one country.
Exciting!
Exciting!
We'll be right back.
Right now.
We'll be right back.
So I have to ask, under the unlikely scenario that my Mr. Bean of a spy apparently
yeah
somehow didn't get.
You've seen Johnny English, right?
Yeah, exactly. Somehow didn't get caught. Was I basically going to take him down, find the letter?
Before we have this conversation, Reezy, do you want to actually throw to a proper break on the stream?
Sure, sounds good. Also, we will break down a few of those things. I was thinking like at the end, Kamino. So I do have answers for all of you for like how things could have gone if you did certain roles. I have but we will discuss those later, just so everyone else also knows. I don't want to withhold that information from chat either, because they're going to love that information.
They can figure it out later.